There's been a large influx of tower defense games hitting the Roblox platform recently, and we've just now gotten to see another drop. Anime Reborn is a new tower defense game owned by the YouTuber MozKing, who had previously made videos on Anime Adventures before it shut down. Of course, as soon as the game became publicly available, the tower defense community immediately began discussing whether or not this game can stand among the already well-established games within the genre. So if you're searching for a definitive answer on whether or not this game holds up, then don't worry, cause your goat got you covered. Because the developers haven't lined my pockets with 200 rerolls, in this video I'll be giving a 100% unbiased and objective review of Anime Reborn, giving you guys all of my opinions on the game so far and how it sizes up to the standards of anime tower defense games on Roblox. I don't want this video to have a lot of fluff, so I'll really only be focusing on the major differences and things that stand out to me. So with all that out of the way, let's get into this review. To start off with, as a tower defense game in general, I think Anime Reborn does fine. There's not really much to say about whether it holds up or not. Damn near every tower defense game that releases at this point is able to at least present good quality upon release. The gameplay is pretty normal. It's not that entertaining, at least for the stages that I've played. There's really nothing that sets it apart from other tower defense games, though I can say that they do have systems that I can really appreciate, and one being the stage mastery thing. It's definitely favored towards completionists. It gives you something extra to do on stages and adds some amount of replayability if you didn't finish them the first time. They also have the profile thing where you can look up other people and see their units, team, and stats along with your own. I'm pretty sure Vanguards made this feature, or at least pioneered its addition, but that doesn't mean Anime Reborn is just a shameless copy. All I'm saying is that I see the influence. In my opinion, it's great for a game to culminate all of the good features that past games have, as long as they understand the reason for adding them. One thing I will say though, is that Anime Reborn definitely has the fastest stages out of any tower defense game that I've played, no doubt. Anime Vanguards brought that time down to like 5 minutes per stage, which I thought was nice. But Anime Reborn takes it a step further, as without any mythics, I was able to finish each stage for the first story within 3 minutes. Compared to Anime Adventures being damn near 8 to 15, we're getting to a point where games just don't need a 2x speed game pass like Anime Defenders, which is great because it's one less thing that people have to purchase to have fun in the game. It's a good direction to be moving in. Now, speaking of purchases, Anime Reborn is really generous. One thing I did not expect was to be able to purchase VIP with in-game currency you can get for free. Of course, it costs 1.5 million of it, but if you really don't want to pay, then it's a free alternative that grinders can take advantage of. I think that's personally my favorite part of the game, that you can purchase it or sacrifice your time instead and grind it out, giving free-to-play players another option and freedom. To me, it seems like Anime Reborn is very open to giving players what they want, meaning like codes and rerolls, gems. But now in my mind, this is where the problem comes. Since the Anime Reborn developers are really generous, there's a ton of codes that are given out already. It's very nice as of right now, but all I can think about is how much it's gonna hurt them in the long run if they keep giving these out at this rate. It's literally the same principle of inflation and power creep. The price of things lose value, the developers have to raise prices to keep players chasing something, and those who never had something in the first place are left behind in the dust and can't keep up. If you're confused, then let me give you an example. Let's say they give people around 1,000 rerolls worth of stuff between now and the next update, on top of all the rewards that you're able to claim within the game already. A lot of people are gonna have the top traits. So many people that the game becomes too easy to the point where the game doesn't have a challenge anymore. Players will have Miracle and Paladin left and right, and there won't be any fun in completing content within the game because you're breezing through everything that's thrown at you. Naturally, developers will think, the game is too easy for these players? Alright, let's make the game much harder. So now the game is challenging. Even if you have these top traits, you'll be forced to improve your team or strategy, whether it be through new traits that are even harder to obtain, or ridiculously hard stages that require multiple really good traits, or a team of 4 people with good traits. Now, while all of this is going on, new players that are coming into the game after all of this started are extremely behind. They never had a top trait unit to begin with, and now they have to roll for even better stuff while being insanely behind a majority of the player base. The developers could even release something that top players could grind for to improve their teams, but those stages are going to be hard enough to the point where those new players can't grind for that. Little by little, more people who are already playing the game are gonna fall down to the state of how these new players are feeling as well. If y'all don't remember, the same thing kinda happened with Anime Adventures. It happened to me too. is the very definition of power creep, which is a huge issue in tower defense games. If you're not playing the game all day, then you're gonna fall behind, and you're gonna fall behind quick. All in all, Anime Reborn looks like it has some potential as a game. Its release has been really good, there's a good amount of stuff to do, and they're very accommodating towards their player base. However, that generosity could also be the downfall of their game if they don't moderate it properly. There's no way to be certain for now, so we'll just have to see how the game evolves and deals with these potential problems as time passes. Thanks for watching to this point. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more like this, then absolutely destroy that like button. Hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll see y'all on the next team.